Firemaster Lucky 5 here with another stream episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. So I'll put them all like usual, so it's gonna take a bit. There we go. We know the sound. That means it's on fine. Discord bot is detecting it. Good sign. Just have to make sure it's working fine and share. Right. There we go. That sound, that's good. So I could edit this. Look at that. Check the embed. I don't want a keyboard there. I want the keyboard out of there so I can actually see the list. The keyboard takes up so much of the screen. I like landscape mode. So I have a wide thing with everything left and right. I don't like portrait. Alright. Where are we at? Discord! Let's go. No. I don't want to type anything right now. Yay! That's not games and demos. Oh, I don't think they'll like that. I'll share it here. Where is... That's pretty crafty. They put Y in game. It's June. I put the V. Alright. Mm, game voice? When it actually works. Alright, Discord. There's too much. There's too much. This is it. This used to be nice and quick. Oh, yes, that's right. I need to do my phone now. It's easier to track the chat that way. Anything happens. That's nice and all, browser, but it's not where I need to be. While I wait for this to load, I can edit this. There we go. The chat pulled up my phone. Hey. Let's see, I play enough. First, I can't get too early enough on this. Holy crap. Come on. Why is this share button not there? It's on mute. So I don't have the extra feedback. It's like echo. It's terrible. Manager's IDS. That's good enough. What? Social media. That's what I want. Oh, I'm so itchy. It's taken this much just to get the. Holy moly! It's taken this much just to get the posting. Or no, let's not that on here. Live. Let's do some. Oh, fun! Don't sleep yet. You just gotta be assertive with these machines. Presenting King. Oh, another look. The King of Hearts YouTube or Twitter. If you haven't known about this. Oh, Queen Shadow. I haven't heard from this one in a while. The first that is January 2014. You can now play Pokemon Free World again. Along with talking new Pokemon to see if I can wake up Pokemon. Holy crap, what? Wait, is that fan stuff? I love the Dream World. Oh my gosh! It's like a fan site? What? That's my favorite things about Generation 5 and Pokemon games. The friggin' Dream World, so I was like, okay. Online, that's a lot of the appeal for me. Generation 5, I just couldn't play that much anymore. Of course, I was just busy with other games and I got quite cut down playing. This is Quady. How do you remember? Oh my gosh! This is freaking huge! Oh my gosh! I mean, it's not as huge as the news, but that's something. Wow! Those bastards, oh not bastards, those freaking guys did it. Oh, holy. Alright, I'll go back to that. I wanna let my friend know about that. The Dream World! What the heck? It's too much run that thing, but I missed that. I remember posting my screenshot. I took screenshots. Posted to this group on Facebook. From thank you for the follow on Blue Sky. Where's my clipboard? Alright, and then get the link. I like that I can hold it and it knows which parts to highlight with the link. Because I got a lot of text there. That's pretty neat. The browser doesn't do that. I'm gonna return my profile. I'm gonna actually, I want to share it with my friend. Sort of Dusk. He's big fan of Gen 5. He's played a lot of those, the fan made games, you know. Some of them are not just, it seems like they have the original stories and they use the same engines as the. Of course, I don't want to get in trouble and promote these unofficial things. So it's not really good look. I gotta find a Twitter tab again. The one that I have to keep in here. I have so many tabs open now on this device. Because I want to close it and mess with my recent closed list. Explore. I gotta check this stuff out. X Explore. Forget that stuff. From June 6th. I have a copy link address. There we go. I need to tell my friend about this. Quady! You could just have me on Discord, but yeah, I mean, if you wanted, I guess you wouldn't tag me instead of posting the server. When they tag me on Twitter, because you want to check it. How do you know my freaking. I mean, link it on there, I guess. Quady, what the freak? Is he in this server anymore? He used to be in the server. I think that's in it. I guess he's still in touch with me. What? Hey, Photoshop tool. The crowd on the screen. Where is? I gotta tell my friend here. Fix up X and everyone embedded because you shouldn't have to freaking go to that website to see it. Uh, hmm. Oh man, that's so holy. Oh man, what? How do you paste from the clipboard again? Sorry guys. That's so wild. I mean, my freaking desktop computer isn't working as it should now. Yeah, nice stuff, right? Alright, Discord, get out of here. See you later. Alright, time to get to it. And then, so I don't know if it's already late. Take it away from my playtime. Other tablet fell asleep. The 10-minute rule I have in place. It's good for saving energy, battery, and security in general. gosh. Which tab was it? Alright, I think I found the stream. Yes, I did. I found it. Loading. The Looming Shadow. Is that like the end of it? There's a lot of on this I have a lot of glyphs I haven't discovered yet. You should discover with the progression story though. So turn to Meridian. I got all the bandit camps already destroyed. Those are the trophies and apparently missed something in the wilds. What's the repair machines? That's just really annoying. You can swap difficulties, but it's annoying. I love razors. Oh yeah, look at this. I got the armor. I think I have sneak skill, but this thing has no sneak stat on it. Yo, computer, stop being a bitch. Yeah, screen's ready T15. Say cards from like that. I meant to clean it out. It's restored, but I think I got dirt in it. The left and right is not a problem to clean out. It's when I pry open the tops, the sides to get the top. Alright, so we're gonna check on data points. This is Going Madness 12, 24. This is discovered later in the story. Obviously, it's the last one. This is 27. Oh man. No. Nintendo Direct. I mean, they just announced that stuff the day before. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna get an adventure. You know what's gonna come. It's a, it's the E3 period basically. Yeah, Summer Games Fest since June. You get the Game of Heroes this time. So it's after it, but they announced it the day before, Monday. Hey, the next day we have a Nintendo Direct. Wake up early Tuesday morning. There's DLC stuff. I'll stop skipping. Kingdom Hearts Collection. Native. That's pretty nice for people. And upgrades also. They can, or whatever they can carry over. Of all places, though, Kingdom Hearts 4. I mean, it's a shame these it's like AI freaking box art. Man, on the collection. Then you have Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. Combat. We saw Sigurd and Valley. Look sort of human stuff, whatever his name is. So damn, his real name. No date yet. You know, you gotta get the Revelations out of the way. Focus on that. They want to distract from that one, and of course, people focus on that one are not gonna focus on Kingdom Hearts as much. That makes sense. It's a marketing thing. Even on this tab, it's easier to scroll through the tabs on this Chrome. Freaking mobile browsers on some of these sites are just not very good. I don't want to. It is opening a new tab. Or did. Right. Look for it. That's a text data point thing. I don't need to find out I think I found all 10 save points. Did I? I don't actually know I didn't find them, sorry. Most of it's a hologram data points. Or text data points for quest. I'm missing 13, 14, 15. What? Okay, that's my friend actually. It's a good tag. Mobile game data. Mobile game characters, what the heck? Alright, so that is. We're on the quest. That's number 15? How am I missing 15? The Grave Lord. I don't even know what that is. What the hell is a lumber jack? Isn't it bunker? No, not that bunker. The other one. What's the one by the Frozen Wild area before we get there? Yeah, the Grave Lord. This is a pain in the ass to get into, if I'm gonna be honest. This is a newer remote. I've used it for what, 4 frames now, or maybe 5. Well, this one. I think I have beta dirt in it. Just on the left and right though, so I'm not gonna screw with the up and down. You gotta remember that's the top one because it's the sides of it, not the side one. Do I don't want to pry up the side one like I want to screw everything up again. I don't notice it with the right one, so I shouldn't mess with that joystick. Inner skills, machine grounds. Going over those things. Got armor on it. Can I jump up there? Yes. Is it behind me or am I going lower down? If I can get in the top entrance, that'll help a lot. Or I can go
Look out below!
This one's not as bad. I mean, there's no enemies, right? They would have cleared out and they're mostly humans and they're taking out the bots that took over. Like the cult leaders for the Eclipse are pretty much gone from here. That's pretty freaking badass. Is there anything down there? That's probably an abyss you do not want to go down. I don't think this is really... Hey, little dragon messing around. See chat, kind of. Do you see the Nintendo Direct? Or that Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer of all places to see a Kingdom Hearts trailer? Then you have Personas on Xbox One. It's like, Sony, you've had enough. We're just moving into the other game. I don't know what's not showing up here. My chat's not going very well. Like that. Refresh it. There we go. Aha! There we go. Actually, I wonder if. Oh, they do let me do that. Okay. That's sweet. So, I'm sorry. The Momo chat does let me do expand the profile. That's interesting. I got pretty far at the mountain already for where Melissa Soka's office is. And I got armor. Got all power cells with armor. So she's glowing now. It's sparkly. There we go. Now I have it. Did you start playing again? I'm just back. I'm just here again because I made some data points and I discovered that map indicator actually has an icon for them. Embarrassingly enough, it took me a long time to figure that out. Oops. This is a new remote. Kind of what's a refurbished remote. They did a kind of a bang up job repairing the old one, it's just sickness. The right joystick is repairable. I get confused, but the map all looks the same to me. I think I'm going to clean this one out because it feels like this bit of drifting. Alright, so there's some stuff before the war room. Yeah, I think the war room's here. I just get confused what to wear. My sense of direction is not the best.
Got too much already.
This is why I can't rotate the maps. I kind of wonder, you had that in Kingdom Hearts 3. Now we got a new trailer for KH4. They didn't really show that kind of gameplay. But it was an issue for me. Alright. This one is always tricking me. I think I went the right way. The map said I did. So I should be seeing something soon around here. These were the data points where the Mass and investor's wife. She's suspicious about it being the same thing. Which recorded data messages. Like you know someone, also you know you just know the person. Is this the war room?
No space.
My map is not picking up anything here. I don't get it. Hmm. Let's move this on route. This was a fun fight location. The thing about this area is that I don't really see there's a way up. So I'm imagining it. Or am I supposed to go down? That's third floor. Maybe it's a lower level thing, yeah. That might be it. I think that's why. Maybe I'm supposed to go down? How do I get down safely? It seems like it's gonna be a fall damage. Although she shouldn't. Oh, here we go. The rapid down. Her suit protects you from. I don't know if they protect fall damage. Or if it's fatal fall, definitely shouldn't do that. I think they don't want to see it. Is this the door? Yeah, let's do a Soviet thing. Right? Maybe it's down here. That's confirmed. Maybe this is one. Okay, here we go. Yep. So the whole time I was like, where is it? It's up there? Yep, I was just too high up. There we go. Right. There you go. Biosphere degradation. I think degradation. I think of Final Fantasy VII with the soldiers that were injected with Mako. Cellular degradation. We didn't mention Rebirth. And we get Revelation next year, next spring, baby. Right. Report Biosphere degradation, August 2065. Confidential. Well, not anymore, I guess. Chief findings: despite increased tactical proficiency of elite and civilian guard units and many hard-won engagements in the Central European, Antarctic, and Pacific Reach theaters, the Feral Plague. It's a Feral Plague, yeah. The Feral Plague's rate of advancement has not yet slowed, nor has its biomass consumption rate. This guy also murdered the freaking scientist. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna remove your airlock and suffocate you. There's data. Damage to the biosphere has already exceeded 2,038 levels by every measure and grows worse by the day. Extinction timeline projections remain unchanged, with OAC predicted for mid-November 2065. Annihilation of exposed human population in February 2066. Extinction macrobiotic plant organisms by the end of March 2066. An extinction of marine life in early 2068. Continues secrecy re-predicated on, yet silence regarding its mechanism of action and completion date, making it impossible to predict Zero Dawn's impact for lack of impact on extinction timeline, because it's supposed to store data to rebuild the Earth many years after the robot stops. So they just hibernate. They shut down all the bots and pretty starved to death, and the world just rebuilt itself. Alright. Atmospheric oxygen depletion and toxic emissions remain the greatest environmental threat to operation in their victory, as well as wider civilization population and animal life. Again, you get all the once plants come again, you get that oxygen again. Operation of atmospheric collapse. Oh, OAC, atmospheric collapse, is currently predicted for mid-November 2065, after which military personnel will acquire rebreathing apparatuses to operate in the open, and civilians will only be able to survive inside sealed structures. The requirement for air scrubbing and recycling facilities is addressed in addendum. A link to this report. Portable water storages. Major water treatment facilities are already struggling to process water sources compromised by rain, while help to contaminate by toxins emitted in the consumption of Eastern Hemisphere. That is a thing. I mean, and actually, we have the drizzle, but it's affected by your pollutants in the air, and so it's catalyst, meaning it's not. I mean, you can filter and put in plants, of course, but it's not good for drinking unless, as it is. Also, not good for your skin if you're not. Air has a lot of emissions. Military response escalation. Addenda linked to this document cover the short-term effects of scorched earth engagement in defense of the western seaboard and the ongoing effects of the oceanic economic zone's use of nuclear weapons to delay the enemy's initial advance across the Pacific theater. And then I'm missing those. Is that a hologram one here? Alright, this room not sure anymore. Oh, what do you know?
Dr. Sobek, as projected, the Wichita salient has collapsed. 5 Horus-class Titans have broken through. We predict contact in 34 hours.
Everything is in position, General. It took a few shortcuts to pull everything together, but Zero Dawn is functionally complete. Good to go.
That enduring victory served its purpose after all.
Yes, if we'd had even one day less.
I've sent you an encoded file, Doctor. Please do me the favor of archiving it.
I'll see what I can do. What is it?
My message.
A brief statement. An allocution of crimes, I guess you'd call it.
To what are you admitting guilt?
Over the past 16 months, Doctor, I have presided over the greatest wholesale slaughter of military personnel and civilians in the history of history. Genghis Khan, Hitler, Stalin, Sorabella. Add them all together. They don't even come close.
You didn't do the killing, General.
No, not directly. But I didn't wind up the highest-ranked military commander in the United States by resisting the automation of the armed forces. Even before the swarm, Doctor, I was helping death along. So, instead of letting what I've done sink into the murk, forgotten, I sent a file with all the details. Let posterity judge my actions with clear vision.
I'll do as you ask, General. But you should consider that were it not for your actions, our actions, there wouldn't be any posterity to judge us.
Perhaps. Dr. Sobek.
At ease, General. And goodbye.
Hell of a thing.
We... Oh, okay, should I get this one? Anything I can use here? Okay, Sparker's nice. Okay, so those are hologram ones. Not inventory. Data points. We know where those are. That's all the data points missing. Hologram, I know I'm missing one here. Alright, so oil data points, I know there's one coming up. Might look up that. Text data point quest. That's in the world I found those. Machines I found. Cliffs I need still. The DLC ones I oh god, those, yeah. Definitely. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. Making some progress. Was that one? Okay, what about the... There are... Westworld? And before... Within 6, right? Hologram? Makers... I think that's where it would be. Look how badass. Yes, I'm gonna go back in there. It's the back entrance, you can't go back there. Then we're just going to enter it, we go all the way around together. This is fun part. Zip line.
Snow McPherson. Like breath in the air.
I think when it's like, oh man, baby, gonna go to grab on it. Ooh. Alright, I think we're okay. One thing I noticed. Am I missing any side quests or errands? I don't see side quests or errands. The mysterious box, trading shop. This is just what I put here. Gather resources do you need to update the mysterious box? Active quest with the sleep marking, strange thread necklace. Might find that one. Bandit camps if we found there. I got all the tutorials that they have for me available. Those are done. Only grounds are all good. Mysterious box. How do I find this one? I'm gonna marker now. Does it even show me where to find it? It does not. That's kind of lame. Okay. I know where to go. Okay, where's the... Was it Maker's End? Is Gaia Prime? Is Maker's End? missing something here. I think I'm walking over here. But what the hell? There's a point where it won't be able to use it. No, I don't want that. We're trying to do this. Gotta be pretty far. Oh, look at that. We got the Spear the mass control. Ancient spear. Yeah, I think it's subscription. Abandon this. How do I get up? Is this where it came from? It's actually where it came from. It is, so okay. Not where I meant to go. Yeah, there we go. Screws the cracks. The whole cinematic thing missing. Fair automated solutions. There we go. I press this square button. This game is just not really like the other. There you go. The arm protection. This is the way forward. You want a map marker showing you the right way to go. Because you're not in an actual quest. It gets confusing.
Full already.
Alright, suit just like restored itself. Armor did. Always. Oh yeah, that's right. This was a pain in the ass. Oh, that's just for
No room.
extra stuff. This is the right one. I remember I kept messing this one up. No, I don't want to go that way. There you go. I do it to the right. No, it's to the right. To the right. You stupid controls. Alright. Won't wake up. Thank you. Alright. I didn't fall there this time. That happens.
Should have brought a cart.
Scanning around.
SP5 Khopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Khopesh. The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other Chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil. So these were Faro machines too. Manufacturing capabilities. They can make more of themselves. Then how would you ever stop them?
How do you stop something that keeps manufacturing more? Okay, so those are all the hologram tag data points. This is a quest I haven't got to yet. Audio data point number 63. If I did the math correctly. Alright, nice. Okay. Text data point quest. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's audio data points. That's gonna be the last one. I'm missing 12, 24, 36, 48, 46, 47, 48. Okay. That's text data point quest. I'm getting there. These are very interesting. Sometimes she has comments on these things, so like that. I think I went too far. Yeah. Maybe they're out of order too. Let's see. 46. Oh. I kind of wonder, wait, is it later on? Why would it be? I hate renewing Gap. Yeah, I think I have to just. It's gonna be later on then. It's gonna cost like that. Alright, so I know these are the DLC is all good, but those points. The only thing I can think of is the before I do Limited Shadow quest is the glyphs, but those might be related too. Alright, glyphs is 5, 6, and 7 is in those. Okay. Yeah, glyphs here. History. How do I? It doesn't. Okay. Right. Can you fast travel out of here? I don't think I can. Oh, that's good. Hmm. One's gathering. What did they tell me? Oh, I can leave. What do you know? Here's how big a place is when it says some parts you didn't explore or examine. So chain rift with.
It's you. You snatched Prince Itaman away from right under their noses.
Yep.
I have nothing for you, I'm afraid.
You're that one guy who's sketchy. The glyphs, they don't show up near the on the map, do they? In the guide.
The snow's got a bite out here.
Oh wait, what do you know? It does show something.
Check out these wares.
What? I have to show
You'll
something.
regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it. A woman atop the hunter's office. Never thought I'd see that sunrise.
I utterly refuse to buy from an Oseram. They'll cheat you as soon as look at
Fine
you.
goods for a fair price. Come, take a look. I'll give you a good price. Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Oh! It's like, I'm not showing something. Okay, I scanned that part. The claim, here we go. Right, a guide to the claim by the well-traveled Aram. Of course. Often I fling open the windows of my villa, not only to partake in the scents and sights of the city, but to hear the questions on the streets. Equally often, I hear ask aloud what to make of these outsiders, these Osram, or suddenly our allies or even neighbors. Why do they eat as they do, argue as they do? What is the matter of their heavy scents? Why are they always drinking? Like a ray of sun amid the darkness, question is best followed by its source. So, for the benefit of the inquisitive, I can drive to join a trading caravan to the claim, or this as far as the closest village beyond the break walls. The claim, it is a muted land where fire smoke hangs heavy in the air among the tall, thin trees. The ground has not yet been dug up in the Ostram's ceaseless search for metal. It is cased in frost, and beneath the frost yet more frost. Before the stony soil, and were soot, everywhere soot, all pervading. Though I had worn my sturdiest travel silks, keeping them unsoiled proved impossible. Noticing my discomfort, some Ostrom washerwomen offered their services. I bet they did. Sorry. But seeing the shade of the water in their tubs, I declined. Indeed, regard for the cleanliness is not an Ostrom virtue. Despite its protective walls, piled slate, and slouched round stone huts, the village struck me as overly exposed to the elements, the chief elements in claim being a cold, oily rain and hoarfrost. Even so, the open fires hissed and spat and burned on, and the mood was bustling and lively, much as you might find in an outbuilding for livestock, for example. What I will endure to bring the light of knowledge to the folk of my tribe. The Ostrom have no priests or kings, and spit all the mention of such titles, but they defer to the counsel of their wise men, the village aldermen. It seems each settlement elects such men for the purpose of unceasing argument, from dawn until long into the night. They shout over each other on matters of policy and taxation. That's coming, right? Come the next morning, a line of villagers will already have formed for the privilege of arguing back. I joined the line for several hours while children squealed, birds squawked, and hammering, a cursed, endless hammering, echoed over the trampled straw and rain filled cartruts. Finally, I determined to face the three aldermen and deliver my question. I asked for their opinion on the peace between our tribes, as Sun King Avad's offer of welcome him written himself. Readers, I say, ask, but the matter was not so simple as Osram erupted into insults and arguments even before the words had finished leaving my lips. I found myself talked over, shouted down, subject to seemingly unconnected abuse, and it was only when I raised my voice in return, an invigorating experience, that I was grudgingly answered. Their opinions are muddled and mixed, to say the least. I will not profane this parchment by transcribing the words used to express them. There's a lot of profanity in, right? It's probably funny too. Suffice it to say that they see the benefit of free trade between our tribes, and indeed have flourished from it. After long years of war, however... Oops. Oh no, my phone. Oopsie, one more, sorry. Gotta go back to that one. Go back. I messed up. Sorry for that one moment. Alright, there we go. Slipping, okay. Their opinions. Where was I? Between trying to flourish from it. Alright, I'm real good. Catching up that trailer was something. My device just keep wanting to go to sleep mode. I wanted to say, damn, just smack him, just keep him awake. Well, not smack him, I touched him in Portuguese. Let's see. But free trade strategy flowed from it after long years of war. However, it seems a few Austrian that trade alongside the claim return their taxes, or even return at all. The Aldermen believe they are stolen away by a manner of living that is downright cordial, a phrase they punctuate from spitting upon the floor. In return, suggests that their mistrust and fear of a civilized way of life was positively okay. Was positively awesome. I cannot bring myself to say spit indoors. This caused great commotion, after which I was bodily carried. Right. Bodily carried from the building upon the shoulders of my host, and deposited in the midst of a coming of age celebration, not for a man, but for some new manner of device. I awoke on a cart arriving at Pitchcliff. My throat was hoarse, arms numb from accepting countless challenges to wrestle, and the taste of an alcohol, much like machine oil, was still in my tongue. My head ached, and he had a hangover, basically. My head ached as if split down the center. Truly I had risked my life in search of an answer. Is there more of an awesome character than brawling, drinking, and shouting? Simply put, dear reader, there's not. Oh man, they build a lot of weapons too. They manufacture pretty nicely. But let's hope that the Alderman's fears will be proven true, and in time, sun's light and Meridian's glory can temper these rough-hewn folk. That's fun. These glyphs are to entertain and read. I still gotta find 6 and 7. That's a stupid. This is a stupid joke. Alright. That's an easy miss though. It's all in that crane thing. One of them missed it. And on the indicator. I'm gonna start late today, of course, because the Kingdom Hearts news. Wow. Also, I had a long call at work today. Where do I find missing these two and these 3? After that, I can pretty much progress. Sun powers. Where do I get there? That's in the. I might just go there actually. Is this a symbol? Oh, it is. You know what? I think I just go there now then, because I'm pretty much not gonna be able to find much of these things without returning, progressing. This armor's pretty sick. Actually took a fall. What was Aloy? Fall damage, and over time the shield, the blue section of her HP just restored itself. Is it possible for me to remember? I keep being lost here. Which I guess is fine because it's not linear. Also, look, new staff. It's glowing. It's got the mask control on it now. It's a glowing armor and a glowing stick. That's really futuristic, right?
Come take a look. We'll give you a good price.
There's the. That's for the hunting grounds, right? Is this a Pathé Palace? Oh my gosh, I was way off. Alright, gotta look for the guards. There's a guard. Thank you. There we go, there's the guards. That's how you know. Guard in place. That's what I should have done before.
It's always the ones you least expect.
Talk to Sun King of Vibe. I'm pretty sure I forgot to scan some stuff.
It's decent work, keeping the city safe.
Ooh! Oh! What do you know? Not you, I want to scan the glyph if you have. You monk. There you go. Here it is, okay. Founding of Meridian. For any who don't know, Mook is basically saying dumbass in Italian. Founding Meridian, we are Carta. In us is the blood of those led by Ahriman from persecution and pursuit so long ago. Out of the far southeast we came, guardians of a treasure greater than land or metal, the leaves of the old ones. Ahriman found the leaves in ruin picked out by a beam of sunlight, and he recognized it at once their importance. Within was etched the first teachings of how to observe the sun, to recognize its guidance, and to understand the place of man. From out of the leaves, what do they mean leaves? Like paper? Are they talking about paper? Came the first glyphs, and so the first writings, so our knowledge could last longer than voices. When our forefathers offered to share this gift, they are driven out by those they had once called tribesfolk. These once feared to have the light of knowledge brought to bear on their ignorance, or were jealous of its power. And so began the long wandering of our people, trusting only that the sun would guide them and deliver them from the barbarian tribes. Okay, it's kind of extreme there. The path was hard and marked by the stones of families who fell along the wayside, even Airman's own. The persecution was unceasing from those without purpose, only the desire to debase and destroy. It's a good song title right there, Debase and Destroy. It's metal. But the faith of the Karja was rewarded with a distant vision, a tower like a solid ray of sun. So the spire, right? Yeah, spire, right? Like a solid ray of sun holding on the horizon, flashing. Yeah, I think it's up with the spire. The device that shut down the machines. Uh, Even as their enemies set in upon them, Airman followed the flight of the Glinthawks, leading his people through looming canyons and teeming jungles. Again, they saw the towers so close now, it seemed to reach to the very sun. Where was I? Itself, and they saw the Glinthawks perched upon it. Beheld in the light of the sun, the tower, the spire, cast its long shadow upon a mesa, or is it mesa? Whatever. Across the verdant valley, Airman knew that he found a haven for the tribe, as this was a place shunned by those without his faith, who cowered from the magnificence of the spire, or the shining feathers of the Glinthawks. He named the place Meridian, from a passage in the leaves, and the tribe settled in that of the protection of the great mesa. They found the site was blessed in every respect, carving their cliff houses from the bounteous resources, and in time from the red rock of the mesa itself, crowning it with the first columns of the city of the sun. Truly, the sun gave much to descendants of our forefathers, granting marine great harvest and prosperity. And the bounds of the sundom, that sounds kinky, for as far as its light touched, in time seeing marine shield in front us from the dark arrows and plots of our foes, other foreigners brought trade and tribute. Holy Meridian! With exclamation. Without spire and sun there be no Meridian, but now and forevermore it stands as monument to both, and the glory of airmen and the founders is reflected anew in each Sun King of the Radiant Line, and noble houses of the Sun Court. Well, that's when it actually comes out, because I can't pronounce it. It's hard to pronounce that word. That was glyph number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I'm counting wrong. 3. No, that was 6. It's late for me. It's been a day. I do with a lot of numbers with the math. They tell me not to do it, but people don't do math with people, but they disagree with numbers. That call is almost 2 hours long. At least they pay me overtime. I get paid for it. Where can this section be then? It's gotta be in the lower part of the city then, right? Sure you wouldn't mind me just sneaking out for you. He can wait. There's a lot of it in Exploria too. It doesn't look that big on the map, but I guess it is.
My guard up in town crier.
At least I can find that again. Which way is northeast again? Okay, over there. So we gotta turn left. Yeah.
Don't let
Oh, here we go. But you have to show me something. There it is. Right, this square. There's the book. The Liberation. A lengthy scroll. They are lengthy, but they're nice reads. They're fun reads. The Liberation of the Meridian. An official account ascribed by the Reckoners of the Sun Priest, and marked with emblems of truth by exacting brand, witnessed these events, and also not AI created. So that's a plus. In the 21st year of the 13th Sun King Jiran's reign, 13. Okay, so we're on 14 now then, because Jiran is Avad's father. The twilight time of his madness, Sun King's own favored heir was put to death. Right, because he had his Avad's brother was killed in the Sun Ring. He had two sons. The Radiant Cataman's crime was to demand an end to his father's act of bloodshed, and his sacrifice set that end in motion. Jiran's second heir, the Radiant Avad, fled Meridian at dusk with his honor guard. Soldiers loyal to him over the Sun King. All night they traveled northwards, knowing that come dawn they would be branded as traitors and marked for death. So it was when Jiran made the proclamation, they had already traveled far, and in time they did reach the edge of the Sundom and cross into Osram territory. For Bob was canny, and canny is interesting. I've seen uncanny as a sentence. Canny is interesting to see in a sentence, and planned to negotiate terms with the Osram. He knew he had an ally among them, Ursa, a fierce Osram warrior, with whom Abad had a long and unusual history. Yeah, they're totally having relations. 2 years earlier, Ursa had been brought to Meridian as a captive, destined for sacrifice. But she survived the Sun Ring, killing two kestrels by her own hand. Thus did she earn the honor of being made a palace slave. Oh yeah, what big honor, being a slave, right? And Israel came to know Prince Avad. A rare friendship was formed, and Avad conspired to free his friend, who turned at once to the Osram homeland. Now desperate for allies, Avad sought out the Osram he had helped to free. Ursa had ties to the warlords and freebooters who resisted the Red Raids. With Ursa's might and Avad's keen strategy, they could raise a warband and move to overthrow Jiran. And as a rightful heir to the throne of the Sun, Avad hoped to inspire many of his people to rebel, so sparing Meridian from a drawn-out war. After months of preparation, Avad and his allies crossed the border and marched on Meridian. As word of their advance spread, many Carja soldiers fled back to the city, laid down their arms, or even joined the Liberators. Oh, shoot, it's 2 a.m. Yet wise Avad knew that Jiran's faithful would defend Meridian to the last man, even sacrificing the lives of his citizens. if it would hold this holy city against siege. He found kestrels and city guard already set in on the walls. But this is a path. It's like a path you can sneak upon, right? There's a hidden path or secret path, ready to face arrow and shot. But the Vod's Ostrom allies had brought in new weapons never seen beneath the sun. Thundering cannons, strong as machines. Avad permitted them to fire their salvos on the outer walls, bringing many defenders down with great carnage. As the smoke cleared, the liberators attacked in 3 groups. One scaled the walls beneath the Temple of the Sun, another took to the aqueducts, to the palace, while the main force overcame the barricade city gates with cannon fire. These were the final blasts fired at the holy city, as Avad forbade any further destruction. In the streets, too many scenes of brutality and chaos played out to account. Among the terrible miasma of blood and smoke, the sun-ringed slave pits were opened and hundreds spilled out, desperate to escape. Many of Duran's supporters seized their chance to flee with the flood of unfortunates. The day had turned, and seeing his forces much reduced, the Sun King Duran ordered his trusted kestrels take Itamen, his sole remaining heir, from the city. Okay, maybe I was wrong. So I guess Duran had a third son, which would explain why Ella said that Itamen was the true Sun King. So he is like essentially he's Avad's brother or half brother, because we saw Edam's mother, but what's his name? Avad didn't address her as his mother. He said, "We have protected your mother," which means that Edam's mother is not Avad's mother. Okay, this is interesting. I'm not surprised that Duran had more than one mate. Heedless, Terror of the Sun cleaved the path through Meridian from east to west, striking down all in his way, ally and foe alike. The savagery of Helis and his kestrels could not be matched, and so it was that Itamen, his mother, the Dowager Queen, I don't know if I'm saying it right now, Nazadi, and the High Sun Priest Bahav escaped, yeah. So they went to Sun Ring. Avad confronted Duran in his solarium. He hoped his father would answer for his crimes honorably, but seeing this could not be so, with great anguish he struck him down. As the murder of a true Sun King is an unthinkable act, and surely would plunge the world into shadow, Duran's death proved that the Sun had renounced his legacy. Yes, the Sun had turned to shadow on the throne of Meridian, and it was Avad's light that drove the shadow out to the west, where it remains to this day. So was the cycle of things corrected in this, the first year of the reign of the 14th Sun King, reigning Avad. Wait, I gotta clear my remote now. That's, it keeps drifting for some reason. So I'm just missing, that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 now? It's not bad. These I don't know if I can access again, actually. Did I count them right? Yeah, that's 13, 14, 15, yeah, 16, 17, 18. So there are more settlements. So I think there's one where I went towards Talna. I didn't really examine it much. Is it this one? No, it's not it. I didn't realize how huge this map was before, but it's difficult to find. Let's say state. There's some line, okay. It's already been upgraded, actually. I kind of wonder, actually, now that I have the mass control on there, if it's gonna have any, like another slot in it. Crafting. Ooh! It does, actually. Let's see. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, they just replaced her land with his. They both had the override mechanism, I think. Spear, 18% spear damage. Another slot. There you go, spear damage recoil. I didn't even realize I had no slot there. That's nice. It's pretty also, glows blue. That's blue color. It reminds me of the antelope horn, or yeah, like a horn for antelope. It's got the curved look in it. Oh, well, there we go. Map is showing something. There's a glyph here somewhere. Right. Yep, I knew I didn't examine this map before. Okay, the Mist of the Old Ones. Any Carja devout knows that the truth of the Old Ones is laid plainly in the articles of the Sun Faith. A twilight time came upon them, as is the cycle of things, followed by a long night, and finally our ancestors birthed in the new dawn. Since that dawn, Carja history has been writ in the path of the sun, not the faded glories of those who came so long before us, even the leaves of the old ones found by airmen long since cracked and fallen to dust. Won't fall asleep again, sorry. Nevertheless, collected here for study are the colorful beliefs of the old ones, held by the other tribes, which may offer a small insight into those tribes' primitive views of the world. The Oseram, as might be expected, view the workings of the world as a device, one where all things behave according to mechanical rigidity. Oh my gosh, that's a difficult word. Rigidity. And not the sun's divided rhythms. The movement of the tribes, of the seasons, even the stars at night, all are accounted for by this interlocking and complicated mechanism. The old ones were caretakers of this great machine, but they neglected their duty to maintain it. The world machine thus fell into disrepair, and civilization of the old ones collapsed with it. Now the Oseram use their myths to berate the other tribes as negligent, and to hammer upon their own importance. How convenient that their tinkers and metal workers alone might learn their mechanism secrets and improve upon it with their ingenuity. An even more fanciful tale of this censure comes from the Nord barbarians. They believed that the old ones turned away from the teachings of Nor's female god. Right, that the machine that scans her letter in the door. The Norse credit or the mother's credit, right? The All Mother and eloped with the machines to build their mighty cities, having failed to tempt the Nord to join them. The machines rallied under a great metal devil and attacked the All Mother. In her vengeance, she stripped the machines of wisdom, reducing them to a simple metal beasts we see today. Without the assistance of the machines, the Old Ones were left to wander as exiles, never permitted to return to the isolation of the Nora and their strange feminine rights. Wow, that seems kind of misogynistic or uh, from the survivors of this so-called punishment grew the other tribes, and this is why the North showed distrust of all outside their borders. The Nora are kind of nuts, though, yeah. But we are descended from the faithless, and do not shun the trappings of the ancient world. They just like the technology. Surprisingly, it is the Banuk whose beliefs is most similar to our own. Yeah, they still ideas of the hunting grounds from Banuk. Though their mythology is bizarre in many other ways. They believe the Owens grew complacent, thinking there was no challenge they could not overcome, and in their pride were undone. Hence, Banuk give them no more attention than any other tribe defeated by the harshness of Banuk land, which is Yellowstone Park, basically. In fact, many Banuk hunters point to the absence of ruins in Banur as a sign of the old ones were never strong enough to endure the challenges. They claim that only machines and the Banuk have ever roamed there, and so they have nothing to learn from the ancients. What a travesty, right? The distant Utaru, I don't think we've been there. That's the next one, right? The distant Udru, however, believe that the old ones are still with them at all times. In Udru ritual, those who die are returned to the soil, nourishing the land and living on through new growth. As long as the dead are remembered, they will contribute to the harvest and make them bountiful. It's kind of beautiful when you look at it. Udru see the richness of the territory of Plainsong as evidence of the unique and disturbing cycle. Finally, as there are few living scholars of the Tanakh, that's another one I've seen, we are regrettably denied any insight from that tribe. Oh. From what is known, though, it seems they have little concept of a wider history at all. But of course, this is what elevates a scholar of Meridian from a bloodthirsty reader. To be aware of all the sun's light touches, however strange and unlikely tales. I'm getting vibes from it of Lion King, because like there's a quote where Mufasa like everything the light touches is ours or something. And then you talk about the Forbidden Land, which is basically like the elf graveyard, I think. Oh, that movie came out, what, 32 years ago? That's funny. I'm missing two more. Can I even find it before the story progresses? They want me to talk to Abad again. Where have I not found it? Sunstone. The prison, right? That's the one that the Sundeer woman. That's basically the. I made a joke about it. What's a prison again? She's kind of funny. Alright, Sunstone Rock. There's a hunting grounds. Flinching Watch. This is the Cut Cliffs. I definitely don't want to go there because the rock breakers there. This Bright Market. Right, I don't get that close to the property estate. Visit bandit camp. Oh, there it is. Sunstone Rock, the prison. Cape Fetcher. Oh, Geneva, that's right. Yeah, because they made a joke of basically Geneva Conventions. Like the prisoners would rather die than be subjected to a torture. Scrapper. Not walking there. I think that might barge in tonight, right?
It's always the ones you least expect that cause you trouble.
There's a side door here. There it is. You know it's a side door, we have guards there, right?
Should be out there fighting machines, not pacing around here.
I know I didn't scan around here that much. So I didn't even know if we had the ability to do it. There's nothing in here.
She stood between the assassin and our Sun King. Don't look to me for help. My duty is to guard.
What's this?
The thing Chi-Chi was looking at you.
Listen. Oh, here we go. Okay, there it is. Alright. 17. Captains and capers. These tales of adventure await within. Oh boy. That's a good way to start something. The life of the Mazarad, the Sunflash. Oh, sorry. The life of the Mazarad, Sunflash. He's like a superhero, whose scales of polished armor dazzled his foes, whose ribbons of firebird red a arc like his enemy's lifeblood. So drawn to the clamor of battle that he chose an outlander's life, far beyond the sun. In the north, he crushed the helms of clashing Osram warband with the very scrap they battled over. In the south, he stood in sunset against the plains raiders, plucking their arrows from his body and firing them back. It was only the lure of the greatest battle for Holy Meridian that drew him back to his homeland, and in the liberation he died gloriously, so that it took many hours to reveal his still shining armor beneath the heap of kestrels piled above him. Of Tadeva, the desert rain, once a daughter of the Sun Court, who would cast aside noble silks, and paints to run with the merchants of the long burn. She of eyes like smoke and a flashing blade. Her band only struck with sudden storms, for the sight of blood never sat well with her. And the rain washed away its traces as quickly as it spilled. And so the sighting of rain clouds was feed from sunfall to bright market, lest she might appear with them for many seasons, until they are finally betrayed by one of their own to a blazing patrol. Her noble birth, Sadeva, was permitted an honorable death and buried up to the neck in the valley of the lash to wait the sun's judgment. That's kind of harsh, actually. On the first day she endured in silence, yet on second clouds gathered and broke with a great downpour, and in its passing she was gone. So back was she drowned. The metal conquest of Korgun, the awesome blacksmith who would hammer gauntlets into shape while wearing them, and bend bare iron around his waist. He was seen to wrestle the cargo from the backs of shellwalkers, claiming the lightning blast to be good for constitution, whatever that means, and overcome his sawtooth by blunting its jaws and shaking it so soundly that its core fell loose. He claimed to have gathered a charging trample on his shoulders and slammed it, he thrusted it basically, upon the rocks. And sure enough, there were marks left by its furnace blast lividly across his well-haired back. As the arrangement worsened, bringing even more terrifying machines, so grew Gorgon's desire for great feats of strength. He was last sighted astride a rampaging thunderjaw, grasping his neck tight as a hawk to prey, and some say he remains there still, if his red Marno, and continued from previous volumes the exploits of Aqua One Eye. By the point the town of Aqua had lost its left hand for stealing the song chorus of Itsuki, and so traveled to the claim, seeking an awesome forgement where the fists of Ravager's claw in his place. Of course, the only man crazy enough to undertake such a meddling of metal and flesh would be the leader of the Chains Uprising. I don't know what that means, but that sounds literally metal. I think I have one more left then. Yeah, I just have one left. These sorts are fun to read. Where have I not examined most? What is this place? That's the Catcher's Perch. Hmm. This Bright Market. Was that not it? Oh, here we go. It was up here somewhere. I didn't really get to examine this much, so I don't know. I think it might be. Helpful. It is 2:27. Well, I might get to say good morning, my friend. Across the pond. Now you gotta catch a bond. Oh, what do you know? Look at that, right there. I need to look for a map. Yep. There we go. That's the last one. Yep, that's the last cliff. Right. Expeditions into the Forbidden West. Reader, if you would know of the Forbidden West, there are none more qualified to be your tale than I. They considered Oldane, healer of Blazing Arch. Why? For I yet live, unlike the outlanders who gasped and shrieked the tales that follow. Full-heartedly blazons and madcaps all, they were brought to me near death, poisoned, mortally wounded, or driven witlessly by what they had experienced in the land beyond the dawns. With such wounds, it was all I could do to ease their pain and try to make note from their ranting. As the sun shines upon me, I cannot vouch for the full truth of these tales. I only hope they will satisfy your curiosity and turn you from the path that leads these imprudent explorers and daredevil trekkers to their deaths. I mean, Ross survived it, right? Though each account differs, it is certain that the western lands, so basically what California and Las Vegas, Nevada, maybe a bit of Oregon, are most unlike our own. Some cross deserts of palest white, others are the colors of fire, or even limitless sweeps of blue sand that seem to reflect the sky above, broken only by the remains of ancient machines. Others spoke of vast prairies of tall grass, even blade sharp enough to draw blood, dotted with shivering black flowers, or incalculable plains of dried mud, cracked like a great mosaic. At night, unknown animals watch with glowing eyes. Well, nice, bioluminescent animals. That's fun. Uh, and strange birds, all of color of kites and fireworks, chitter and call out in men's voices, like parrots, basically. That's fun. Nice pranks. Most extraordinary of all of the supports of a lake 100 times the size of Daybreak, so wide the far shores cannot be made out, and so deep that an entire city of the ancient stands drowned within. The water is sour to the taste and sickening, and it is said to rise up and push back against those who attempt to cross. It's like a beach, kind of. It would seem that dead cities without number have been consumed by the shifting dunes in the west, their skeletal towers mired in seas of sand. The wind is heard to sing a low, mournful song through these ruins, or through skeletons of vast metal birds now fallen, or over great metal bowl. Sorry, not bowels. Definitely not bowels. Let's say bowls. Probably those as well, though. Who knows? Uh, Great metal bowls, now filled with depths of black water, where fish dart like shooting stars. That song of rhythm rising from a hum to a howl still haunted these men and women as they thrashed and sweated in unquiet sleep. But though the western lands are harsh, and even their beauty hides danger, it is not the land alone that swallows up all who venture within, that afflicts the brands and wounds suffered by those few fortunate enough to return. Oh yes, all have spoken of new machines in the West, machines more strange and terrible than any found in the Sundom. With their fingernails, dying witnesses have scratched out impossible shapes, or if they still possess several limbs and vocal organs mimicking jerking movements. What the heck am I reading? Jerking movements? Excuse me? What? And imitate awful sounds belonging in the throes of madness. And what manner of men can live where the sun goes at night? Where the sun sets, basically. These tales were the most chilling. One spoke of drinkers of machine blood. I saw that guy too. The guy who he got like he got into basically a trip where he saw visions where he drank the machine's blood. And he had me go on a quest to find the blood of machines. Then he set up for the West. Yeah. Their lips and tongues stained, their teeth replaced with metal. Another scribe used as pale as ash. All wearing the same faces, one silently and tirelessly in the night. Still another told of a tribe seen only from afar, who spoke busy themselves digging deep pits in the sand, only to fill them in again for unknowable reasons. Well, another tribe was only glimpsed on towards the great lake, riding their thin, dark boats. Oh, son, I half may regret scribing these stories, so they inspire questions that can only be answered by yet more doomed expeditions. And yet I must tell the tales, for what else remains of these poor wretched men and women? If they sought riches, they found none to bring back, nothing save a handful of black silt, or a curiously stamped piece of metal, a chunk of desert glass, and shifting hue, or an odd smooth shell. I have kept all these things to remind me of those who went in search of the forbidden and paid for dearly. Reader, if you think yourself an adventurer, heed the warning in this old man's collection of strange small things and go not into the forbidden west. I can see why they made another game the Sign of Inspiration. Maybe it's planned from the start to do that. It's planned all along. Alright. Alright. I guess I'll talk to a mod. because I'm missing a data point quest. Where does it put me? Oh, sweet.
The lives, right? The sun has risen on a new day. All deserves is at the tip of a spear.
I did it again. Son of a bitch. Why do you keep showing me this guy? Specialty items, huh? No, thank you. These are the merchants. There they are.
Peaceful around here. Here's to Avad, huh? He may dress a bit too fancy. He's made a place in the Sundom for the Oscar.
Don't let your guard down.
Here's to Avad, eh? He may dress a bit
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
That guy's creepy. I don't want to talk to him. He said his girlfriend, but he keeps plotting anyway. What's the data point again? Notebook. Are you? Hold on. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, yeah, 63. Oh, sorry.
You have no more loyalty around here.
Uh-oh. Where's the thorny thing? There you go. Right.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, It will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Eren knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the City Guard fortify the Western Ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy. Allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused.
You made a play for Aloy.
If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Hmm. Oh, that's why. Still not. Where's this guy?
Don't mind the work. Better than worrying about my next meeting.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
Okay, I can ask questions, so.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the City Guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience.
Oh,
perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Rest before final battle. Visit defensive site optional. View the preparations of the ridge optional. View the perfect. Oh hey, I got repair journal. Nice. Okay, here we go. Takes place of course. Last time I visited Prime was November of last year. Months since have been a blur. Flew out last night to oversee installation of the central armature and the master override. You're welcome, Ted. Which was completed by 4:30. So I decided to grab a few hours of sleep. here before heading back at ZD with Zero Dawn. Called Gaia before I bedded down, ostensibly to update her on the side plan. But the truth is, I missed her. I developed the habit of speaking to her before sleep. Seems to be the only thing that calms me these days. Woke to a message from Oswald, the Odyssey launch yesterday. So terrestrial life's chance of survival has doubled. Why then do I feel so uneasy? I just kept wondering what kind of world Far Zenith will create if the ship reaches its destination so many decades from now. And I worry about the alpha build of Apollo. So much knowledge, so few restraints, and no fail-safes. How will they avoid repeating our mistakes? What's to stop them from playing God? Forwarded the Odyssey message to the Alphas. Nyoto replied in less than a minute. With the poem, of course, The Building of the Ship by Longfellow. And it's long, alright. I didn't read all of it, but it seemed to be about launching a ship rather than building one. This dance of, or couplet, whatever, leapt out at me. Humanity, with all its fears, with all its hopes in future years, is hanging breathless on thy fate. Yes. Odyssey and Zero Dawn both. Speaking of which, I should get back to ZD. Guess I should stop by Neo's lab and check on Demeter's progress, too. If I can get out of here without a volume of Tennyson pressed into my hands, I'll count myself lucky. Till next time on Dragon Ball. I think this is the one I already read. Maybe. Under repair. Lies under repair still. This one, I think I read that. Yeah, I did read this one already. Okay, so they give me more as I go. What's his name? Silence said it's gonna take a bit of time to restore these things. It's already in the focus, so. Okay, so let's review operations. We had bridges to ensure we're not. Seven 1665R. Is this one that is red? Yeah, this one is red.
Let's get on with it.
Oh, I like that effect. It's pretty nice. I've got the best on this. It's a spear in general. What is this?
Petra! Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Marat asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Osram, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges. so I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Oh, she perfected it. So last time she made a weapon, it was still in beta.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did.
L2 and R2 load ammo from nearby pile. R2 is release fire. Oh. Oh, it's bad. There you go. 610 seconds. Oh yeah. Look at that range of that thing. That's amazing. Oh yeah. Oh, it literally sucks up the coal behind it. That's pretty freaking neat. With slow motion. Barking. There's a grade they ran off. Yeah, that'll do a lot of damage. Before it had a lot of recoil. Ah ha ha! Gotcha. Got a range there. Got it. That's enough for the test. Yep. Much better than it before.
Have you just polished
Really
that armor?
superior heavy weapon.
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
What?
Nothing.
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Carja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it.
That's the guy
Ray's
she says
setting
is
up
that kid.
caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
Don't look to me for help. My duty is to guard. I don't get involved.
What I really want to do here is get the loot, but yeah, look at Teb. Why not? Oh, what's this? Another one. Hey, October 31st, Halloween. Travis came by trick-or-treating, dressed up like me. Should have seen that coming. I gave him a half-eaten packet of dandy wafers as a treat and kicked him out. But not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza he organized for the staff. Seriously, as though there isn't enough horror in the world already? Anyway, I was already scheduled to fly out here to G Prime for final inspection with Harris and the president's delegation. Ted was here too, and he was not looking good. Ted's a bastard. Or did. Kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look at me in the face without blinking. He knew his guilt. He knew he was guilty. She pointed him out. She wasn't afraid to tell him that. I was relieved when he boarded his vert and flew back to the Thebes gang. Though I guess I shouldn't complain if he wants to build himself a deluxe shelter to ride out the apocalypse. Let him. Keeps him out of Elysium and away from me. Yeah, we're gonna when he killed the innocent scientist, of course. Harris stuck around long enough to give me a detailed briefing on the strategic situation. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase. As though the color of the sky when I was flying over here wasn't a clue enough. Another 2 or 3 weeks and the atmosphere won't be breathable. The last vestiges of European West African Civ brigades are trapped with their backs against the Atlantic. The swarm that scudded across the Antarctica is crossing the Straits of Magellan, about to start its death crawl up South America towards the Amazon. All the work we did to reconstruct the rainforest, and it comes to this. That's sad. An advanced element of the Pacific swarms are already skirmishing with units on the Kalmar Seaway. The noose is tightening. Projections show we can still finish in time, but the margin of error is plus minus 10 days. Not a good spread. If the plague breaks through ahead of schedule, well, it just can't. I'll not let that happen. Enough writing. I need to get back to Zero Dawn. Okay, so as I progress, it just automatically, because he's silenced it, it's gonna take time. It's gonna restore over time. So he's gonna keep talking to the characters.
Elita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle.
This is the girl that's gonna kill herself because
if
her lover
Atral
died.
were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs. Anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him. For both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment. Every dawn and dusk.
Yeah, like a Romeo and Juliet story right there.
To help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Elita. Be safe.
What are our dads gonna feel about that? That's inspired still. Let's see optional questings. Visit both defense sites. Okay, was it respite for the final? The rest is up there. Okay, so I gotta visit the site up here.
Think you'll kill in the battle, Lucid.
Okay, I'll check that out and then.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so...
What? Vinasha.
Cheerful.
Where's Vinasha?
These damn Azeron stirring up tensions. I'm keeping my eyes open.
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier, but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the Low Gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me, like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost.
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else.
Yeah. So it could happen with the Legend of Korra, right?
Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
She wants vengeance.
Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
There's Vanasha. Maybe if we go to Spire to give me a last journal. Okay, gotta visit the defense site now. Oh, come on, that wasn't that much of a drop, right? Here we go. Nope, I think I read that one already. Yeah, I did read this one already. Who's this?
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army? Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
Wasn't there a guy there too? Oh, Aratak.
Aratak? I didn't expect you to come all this way.
It's true I am a stranger in this green and snowless land. Aurea forgave the Carja, but I never did. Still, I was compelled to come for my once chieftain. It's good to see you leading again. This young ice hunter seeks to prove herself also. Her spark reminds me of Aurea's in our youth. And I'm proud to take my place behind you on this hunt. A great challenge.
Survive and prevail, right?
There is no other way.
Wow. They came far away. Oh shoot, it's at the 3 a.m. Who is this? Oh, Talana.
Why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the Lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
Hey. What's... Whoa.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed, either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I. Your friend, the Vanguard, keeps looking over.
I talk to them. I want to talk to them. Oh, no, why it doesn't matter much. Nope, don't want to go that way. She actually will fall off the cliff. Okay, whatever.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets... Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's... big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit him like a hammer till he can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian.
And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend. Ursa would be proud.
Only if we win.
Oh. Those would tear up. Oh, it's a zipline thing. There's a zipline from here to there. But here we go. Alright. There it is, okay. This is on January 15 of 66, okay. Such a close thing. It's been, what, 43 hours since Harris warned me? Said, collapse of the eastern line was imminent. Swarms launching some kind of pincer maneuver for the Wichita salient. 5 or 6 days more, and I think Gaia could have launched without her help. I really do. We had to scramble. ZD became... Oops. ZD became a madhouse. Absolute bedlam. Every team rushing to stabilize code and lock it down as Gammas got evacuated. Then Betas. Once Gaia was on her way, I gathered the Alphas together to give them the bad news. Felt like I was going to throw up, but they already knew. Of course, they knew the work wasn't really finished. Close, but not quite there. Still, tests to run, kinks to smooth, work to do. So they accepted it. No Legion for us. We'll spend the rest of our lives here, testing, polishing each subordinate function to perfection. Guess that's what you get when you recruit a bunch of obsessive perfectionists. Managed not to cry until I got back to my office. So here we are, standing up Gaia Prime. And yeah, such a close thing makes me feel nauseated all over again when I contemplate how the fate of life could hinge on coincidence. If I'd never proposed the Lightkeeper Protocol, there never would have been living spaces constructed here. If I had abandoned the protocol sooner, then the decided life support systems never would have been installed. If, at least we won't have to endure the creepiness of raising and training clones of ourselves. Yeah, about that. The genetic material was never processed out of the cradle sites, so it's not even possible, which I'm glad. I really wouldn't want to spend time with a young Travis Tate raised by Travis Tate. No, it'll be up to us to perfect Gaia. One generation only. Update. That was General Harris. The Scion has collapsed. USRC expects to be overrun in 2 days, which gives us 72 hours at best to lock down the seal. Buried alive for life's sakes. I'll go tell the others. That's sad. There are some of these that are still kind of just under repair. Alright. Is more operations effective?
My armor's getting itchy.
Who could they be talking? Oh, here's nothing.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Carja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Okay, There we go. I think it's everywhere. This is... So this is a spire. What is up here? If I missed that, that'd be embarrassing.
Well, that's the worst way to go, saving the world.
Alright. Yeah. Well, it is 3:60. There we go. That one I already read. I definitely have to clean this remote out or something. It's a joystick's acting up. Exit the game. Yeah, sure. Do you want to say hi to someone? We're going to meet, huh? Well, that's a different one. Alright, I guess I'll take that. Yeah, look there. It's Key Crisis. So I can see some European song, an Australian friend song. I don't think I've seen this one before. Interesting. Okay, yeah, check it out. Take a look how he's doing before calling a night, calling from bed. So, Virus Blackbox English. New episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. Thanks for watching and have a time of day.